Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, Crowned by Queen B. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all of those that have already gone ahead and subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that. Give me a thumbs up. Today we're in the kitchen. Yes, finally in the kitchen. I've been saying that I'm going to do a cooking tutorial, and I finally found some space in my schedule to... Actually, I didn't find the space. I was just like, Diana, go upstairs and get your ring light because I'm never gonna do this if I don't just do it. Today we're going to be making my infamous garlic roasted rosemary chicken with roasted potatoes. I'm gonna be taking a whole chicken. We're gonna do it split style, which means we really get to enjoy the crust of the entire chicken. A lot of times when we cook a whole chicken, depending on which way we cook the chicken, whether breast side up or thigh side up, dark meat side up, we don't get the full crisp of whichever side is at the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to enjoy a crispy but juicy roasted chicken, and hopefully you get some really useful tips on how to make a really savory dish for your family that's quick and easy. It's an amazing dish for the fall, going into the winter. It's very hearty. You know, anything with potatoes is hearty. Thank you so much for tuning in. Roasted chicken on the way. So we're here with the roasted chicken. First of all, wash your hands. And ladies, if you have really long nails, wear gloves. If I was serving the public, I would have gloves on, but I'm serving my family and I wash my hands really, really well, and my nails are really, really low. First, I'm going to take I always get organic meat. I just feel like I'm doing something special with my life. So you want to start with your chicken patted dry and clean. I clean my chicken, I just rinse it, I pull away any excess fat. Obviously a whole chicken comes with the bag inside of the butt. That is the gizzards and the neck, and I don't use that. If I was doing a turkey, I would save some of that, boil it, and use it for my stuffing, dressing. But I'm just doing a roasted chicken. This is really quick. I take a lime, a lemon, whatever I have, squeeze it over the base of it, another rinse. Really make sure your sink is clear from all dishes when you do that, and after you do that, you want to make sure you wash your sink out really well. I know Dr. Oz has told us not to rinse your chicken, but I can't wrap my mind around not rinsing my chicken. There are some meats that I do not rinse, but we'll get into that in other segments. You want to take the roasted chicken and we want to split it. Hey, chicken, we're going to split it. So we're going to take the roasted chicken and split it down its spine. This is the spine, so this is the back. The back is where the thigh meat is, the butt, the legs, you know, thigh, back, front, breast, back, thigh, ass. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I'm gonna use my kitchen shears. Hopefully you guys have kitchen shears. If you're cooking, you should have these things. Kitchen shears are really important. I use these for pretty much a lot of things. Sometimes they do more work for me than my knives. So get you your kitchen shears. Anyway, I'm gonna cut along the spine of the chicken. Okay? Here we go. That opens him right on up. And now I have a split chicken. So when I cook him flat like this, all of the skin is exposed and I am able to really get a fully crusted, crunchy skin all around the entire chicken. We don't want to let the bottom part of our chicken go to waste because it's soggy and it's wet. I personally like my skin crisp. I don't like no soggy, jello-y skin. If you like that, you probably like chitlins. That's on you. I don't like that shit. So we're not doing that shit. This cuts the time down significantly. My kids and my husband will be back in an hour and a half, ready, hungry from basketball practice, and I literally am able to cook my chicken quicker, and I get a fully crusted, nice, crisp skin throughout the entire chicken. So for me, that is very important. So you're supposed to baste the skin of your chicken before you season it. This gives you a nice crisp skin, and it also adds a nice buttery flavor. I like to play with my olive oils. I do get normal olive oil all the time, but sometimes I pick up different gourmet olive oils if I'm at Home Goods or Marshall's, if I'm somewhere and I find a white truffle or a roasted garlic or herb, Tuscan herb, whatever. I'm going for flavor, so I'm trying all these different olive oils. So today I'm going to be using the Pond's roasted garlic olive oil, and I'm going to be using Imported Italy's, the trading company's infused Tuscan herb olive oil. So shake it up. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. You see? Got some flavor in there. Looks like some roasted red peppers, some garlic, probably oregano. I mean, I'm here for the flavor, okay? So I'm gonna use this as well as this to baste my chicken. I always use brown sea salt, fresh black pepper as my base. Definitely garlic powder, onion powder. I like to use a complete seasoning. Goya makes a complete, Badia makes a complete. I mean, I put that shit on everything, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna use fresh rosemary, and I'm gonna have a roasted garlic right underneath the butt, and we'll get into that also. But I'm gonna go ahead and season my chicken. So I'm gonna take the oil and go ahead and drizzle over the chicken. I'm gonna take my infused oil, make sure I shake it up. And I'm gonna also put that over my chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and spread this over my chicken. Mind you, I got everything face up, so I don't need to go underneath. Just rub it in. I'm telling you, this part is so important. Nigga love to see a chicken. Yeah, give it chicken a massage. No, I'm fucking with you. Okay, and so I'm gonna go in with my sea salt. Fresh sea salt. Also gonna use fresh ground pepper. Black pepper. Preheat your oven. I'm gonna put my oven on it. We're gonna roast this chicken, so roast means hot, heat. So I'm gonna put her on 400. We're gonna roast her nice and high. So that means we're gonna get a nice crisp outside and a juicy inside. Don't overcook your chicken. You know, some people, I ain't gonna say what color they are, like to overcook their chicken, their vegetable, and then you suck all the nutrients out of your food. Relax, it's cooked.
This is garlic powder and parsley mix. I'm gonna do that. Make sure you get it in all the crevices. Okay, don't forget to get underneath them legs that's laying down. That's garlic powder.
I have my roasted chicken is in the fridge. It is being marinated with all those juicy seasonings. I'm also going to add some other things to it when I take it out of the fridge. Sometimes I don't like to add certain things prior to the marinade because it can be an aggressive taste. Rosemary is powerful, and so is lemon. So I add the rosemary and lemon right before I put the chicken in the roaster. I'm gonna be actually roasting some of this garlic underneath the chicken. So if you guys don't know, in order to roast garlic, you basically have to take garlic and either, sometimes you can take like a whole clove of garlic and chop the head off of the garlic, and then drench that in olive oil and roast that in the oven on 400 wrapped in foil for like 20 minutes. But I'm gonna roast the garlic as I cook the chicken. So I'm basically gonna take like, this is 6 cloves of garlic, and I'm gonna mash it. I'm gonna drench it in some olive oil, and I'm gonna sit it underneath my chicken and let that roast at the same time as the chicken. It's gonna add a really delicious flavor inside of the chicken. I'm also going to be taking fresh rosemary and I'm going to be tossing it on top of the chicken and also sitting it under there with that roasted garlic so it can really penetrate the chicken. If you were doing it without splitting the chicken in half, then I would suggest that you stuff these items inside the butt of the chicken. Pause. So you can stuff the lemon, this rosemary, garlic, your scallion, and it'll give you a nice rich flavor throughout the chicken. Let's just get the garlic prepared. You guys not aware of how to roast the garlic or even smash garlic. A lot of people are like, how do you get the skin off the garlic? Take your knife and you sit it on top of your garlic and you smash it, mush it. Okay, and that's how you get your garlic out of the skin, nice and neat. Next, put your knife, lay your knife flat on top of it and just push down, and the garlic comes right out of the skin. Okay, nice and whole. So I'm gonna sit that right underneath my chicken. I'm gonna show you guys because she has been marinated now for about 40 minutes and she is ready to go in the roaster. Okay, so I have about 7 garlic cloves here that are de-skinned, if that's even a thing. My chicken has been marinated in the fridge for about 40 minutes, and now I'm going to add the garlic underneath, as well as the rosemary, as well as the lemon zest. So to get our lemon zest, we are going to take a lemon. The skin has all the flavor. The skin is the zest, the skin has all the flavor. So we want to take a potato peeler or your zester and just get quite a bit of zest, the skin, the very outer layer, onto your cutting board, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to mince that. Get that nice and fine. You're going to add the zest, sprinkle that over your chicken, massage it in, massage it in, massage, massage, massage. Massage is so important. You're gonna add your garlic cloves underneath the chicken. This is going to be your roasted garlic, but I have already put my garlic underneath, and I'm gonna go ahead and roast my chicken on 400 for about an hour and 45 minutes. I'm gonna check on my chicken every 30 minutes. It's important to go back and check on your food. Food is not to be walked away from. I don't care if you're making oxtails or something that you can just do for hours. You need to go back and you need to stir and you need to check. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the oven. I start with my chicken on the bottom rack because that gets the chicken going. And then after the first 35-40 minutes, I move her up a level. So I prepped my potatoes with the Tuscan infused extra virgin olive oil, as well as kosher salt and fresh ground pepper, some of that rosemary, sea salt, roasted garlic that we had for our roasted chicken, and I'm going to toss this on top of the chicken and let her roast. I'm going to put these roasted potatoes on the chicken after the chicken has already cooked for about 40 minutes. Remember, we want the chicken to cook for 1 hour 45. The potatoes only need 1 hour. So I'm gonna put the potatoes in 45 minutes or 40 minutes into it. Probably 30 because my kids like them a little tender, okay? Okay, so it's been about 35 minutes and I've gone ahead and poured my prepared red potatoes over the roasted chicken, and I'm going to put her back in the oven for another hour to roast. Okay, so I always like to put my meat on a cutting board so I can cut it properly. And then the potatoes are soaking in all of the shrimp meat. So I'm going to go ahead and take the leg and the thigh and cut it off all as one piece. And then I'm going to cut that in 2 pieces. Same thing here. I'm going to serve my wing with white meat. So I'm going to cut that down here. slice the breast. Look at how juicy that